one of the first people I ever met and considered gangster referred to me as Dodgy Dai, and the name has stuck ever since. I'm also known as Dai Breakdance, Dai Body Pop, Dai Dowlas, Dai Disco, Dirty Dodgy Dai from Dowlas with the disco daps. My mother just knows me as David. I love to rattle as I walk, and I just love being covered in paint at 4 in the morning in some fucking dark shadow of a place in town. Why not, eh? I first got into graffiti when I was a breakdancer at the age of 14. I thought it was a lack of graffiti in Merthyr, so I thought, let's go and do some graffiti. And it's just been a love of it ever since. With breakdancing came graffiti, came scratch DJing. It was a movement, and when it came over to Britain, you were involved in not just one, but you got involved in all. Not only were we spinning on bits of lino out in the street in the middle of the day, but we were also running around pinching spray cans and drawing characters instead of swastikas on the wall. And that's how I got into it. Art on the street, it looks so much better than a plain wall. And one thing Merthyr's got plenty of is plain walls. So I just thought, let's do something about it. It's never gone away. It's always been a part of me. Wings have always been synonymous in graffiti art since the early days. So I've always loved drawing wings. I love tattooing wings. I love painting wings. So with the interactive art, it's been done before. There's a lot of wings being painted over recent years for kids to stand in front of, because it just makes perfect photo opportunities. My first wings I painted downstairs here. I got photos of my wife and my boy in front of the wings, and they look phenomenal. They are timeless photos. You just put a pair of wings on your back. So brilliant. So I just painted the wings. And I picked a lovely Sunday afternoon, and I look so cool doing it, like. Because I live just around the corner from the school in Troydrew, my children went through that school. I walked by that school hundreds and hundreds of times of a day, and it was just looking a bit downtrodden. I was donated a lot of paint, and I just thought, just make it look pretty. So I went over and I told the headmistress, during the summer holidays I'm going to paint your school and make it look pretty fair. And she was like, go Dodge. So that's what I done. My vandalism of old had been called into touch. The gentleman who called him into touch had every reason to, because the vandalism on the top of town on Port Morris was absolutely diabolical. So I went and apologised. Miraculously, a few days later, Merthyr Council cleaned up the vandalism at the top of town and the bus stops, and I hope everybody thinks that it was me. I realised after a short time just how bad I was making the place look. And turned my passions to making Merthyr pretty by bringing street art to Merthyr. After honing my craft for a few years, now is the time. People have got loads of free paint, and people will gladly give you paint, and they will give you walls to paint on, as long as you paint something nice. Laura actually is a Douglas girl. So when I approached Merthyr Council about bringing street art to Merthyr, the infamous word heritage was mentioned, and Merthyr's got enough boxers and miners, and everyone seemed to have forgotten that one of the world's most famous designers, a genius for a time, really, thinking about it, because she set herself up printing women's headscarves in her own kitchen, and her shops are still open to this day on Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills. The perfect job would be to get paid travelling the world painting art, painting murals, as a lot of famous street artists are lucky to do, you know, these days. What a job. So yeah, if somebody wants to pay me, I'll gladly come to your town and paint. A lot of people travel the world to go and visit galleries of dead artists' work. You can go and watch an artist actually creating that art for free out in the street. The concept is a no-brainer. I really started embracing my midlife crisis with both hands, because midlife crisis is nothing to be afraid of, guys. The fact that I love to paint things in places, it won't stop me still tagging up. Graffiti writers never stop being vandals. Anyway, that's my name, Dodgy Vandal. I think being a bad influence is a good thing. To quote one of my favourite rappers of all time, LL Cool J, bad meaning bad means bad meaning good. I only do this because my grandkids think it's cool.